this racetrack just a little bit, make sure everything is good to go before we get into our B-Main festivities here this afternoon. I think 13 total B-Mains altogether between 7 divisions here today. Of course, actually seen Red Farmer. He was hanging out up here in the booth yesterday, up here watching the action in the warmth. Always a pleasure to spend some time seeing him. There's Joshua Chesney out of Maynardville, Tennessee. Should be seeing him later this year when the big series heads to Tazewell once again. Tell you what, you want to talk about banking. The Bad Fast Taz up in East Tennessee, I think over 27 degrees of banking, like 23 in the straightaways. There's Bobby Jordan. He's in the J8. He made the trip from McCarley, Mississippi here this afternoon. So just letting everybody kind of feel it out right now. Make sure everything is good. Driver's going to give the thumbs up, and we'll be ready to rock and roll here on Championship Saturday. There's David Kay. Really shocked to see him in a B-Main. I kind of thought he would be one of the guys that kind of would push their way through the heat races yesterday, but he got hung up on the outside on one of those restarts and just really couldn't go anywhere. Ended up falling back in a hurry. But I tell you what, we'll see what the Lincoln, Alabama driver can do today. He will start the B feature in the transfer spot, and we'll see if he can hang on to that for 12 laps. So our folks watching live on Facebook and YouTube, hello and happy to Championship Saturday here from the Talladega Short Track. We are getting ready for the first of 2 Rogers-Dabbs Chevrolet B-Mains. Cars are kind of working to finalize the track prep here on an absolutely Chamber of Commerce Saturday afternoon, as late model Mark would say. 42 degrees, feels like 40 according to the latest weather approach. We should at least get up to about 49 this afternoon before we drop down with the sun going down right at about 33 degrees later on today. But what has been an amazing weekend. If you've been with us all weekend, welcome back. If not, 423 was the official entry mark over 9 divisions. 2 championship trophies handed out yesterday. Kyle Courtney picked up, of course, the limited late model Talladega Sportsman win yesterday. At Spencer Hughes claimed the Street Stock Championship yesterday. Those are the 2 trophies that have been handed out. 7 more Ice Bowl championships will be coming our way later on this afternoon. So B-Main number 1 will make its way into the infield. Of course, this is race number 1 of the 2025 Winter Shootout Series season for the Rogers-Dabbs Performance Parts Crate Racing USA Dirt Late Models. The first of 4 weekends of racing. Next up, we'll head to Volusia Speedway Park. Coming up January the 22nd through the 25th, we'll be at I-75 Raceway February the 15th in Sweetwater, Tennessee. And then the final weekend, a $15,000 to win weekend, with the 3rd annual Swamp Cabbage 100, February 21st and 22nd. I-75 in Henry County, 2 new tracks that the series will be visiting for the very first time in 2025. The 10th season for the Winter Shootout Series, and this being the 10th time the series has came calling to the Hornets' Nest here at Talladega Short Track. So B-Main 1 cars rolled in. B-Main number 2 cars will come out. This will be the only hot lap session of the day, so we're not going to go through a practice session. Practice was on Thursday. Didn't even really get a practice session yesterday. If you wanted practice, you needed to be here on Thursday. But you're looking live into turns 3 and 4. There's one of the cars that's got to race their way in today. He's out of Tyrone, Georgia. That's Jody Knowles. He'll start 8th in B-Main number 2 in the Performance Racing Rocket XR1 Clayton Science Gentry Recycling number 66. He's another driver. Kind of shocked to see him in the B-Main, but very capable of making his way through the field this afternoon in that 66 machine. There's Jake Raining. 1 career National Tour Series win. It came right here in 2022 at Talladega. He's got 11 career Winter Shootout Series starts. The Powder Springs, Georgia driver. He'll hope to make it number 12 today, but he'll start 7th in that feature event. There's the C66. That'll be Donald John. Summertown, Tennessee is going to start on the pole. There is Colton Herbert piloting the Peyton Stevenson machine this weekend. That's the Peyton Stevens own number 4. Colton, the youngster out of Locust Grove, Georgia, in the 4 machine. He's going to roll off from the transfer spot, starting 4th. There's Ray Ciccarelli out of Upper Co, Maryland. He picked up already this weekend. He's got a $100 bonus from our friends at Bama Sheds. He got the longest haul award, traveling all the way from Upper Co, Maryland, 752 miles. Ray Ciccarelli came down to join us this weekend here at the Talladega Short Track. So once again, for the folks watching home on Crate Racing USA TV, the Facebook page, or the YouTube, welcome to the Hornets Nest. We are almost ready to get our first of 13 B-Main features underway this afternoon. Of course, if you want to watch all the racing action the rest of the day, you need to make sure you get over to Crate Racing USA TV, get subscribed, and you can watch all the action live as it unfolds here at the Hornets Nest here on this Saturday. There's Colton Herbert once again in that 4 car, just kind of seeing everybody kind of filling it out. I tell you what, though, the top side of this racetrack, middle to top, could be very fast, especially here early in the afternoon, as this track already looks like it may be in better shape than it was this time yesterday. And we rolled off exactly at 10 a.m. yesterday as well. So, and the wheel and engineering caution lights will come on. That will indicate that hot lap session will come to a close. And race fans, that means it is almost time to get underway with our first of 2 Rogers Dabbs Chevrolet B-Mains, where the top 4 will make it in to tonight's Ice Bowl feature. It will be 40 laps. These 604 late models have the very first feature of the afternoon coming up later on. So Logan Bradford and from Huntsville, Alabama, one of the drivers looking to possibly chase the Winter Shootout Series Points Championship. He's going to start on the pole. To his outside, a driver out of Greenback, Tennessee, Tyler Price in the 7T. Jared Delk and David Kay will round up row number 2, and B-Main number 1 will start to make its way to the racing surface here this afternoon. Fans continuing to pile in. Welcome to the Hornets Nest. Thanks you so much for making the trip, wherever you're from. Adam Stewart and the team, glad to have you here on this beautiful Saturday. And I was looking, according to the temperature gauge, was actually warmer this year, or actually last year, than we were this year. Tell you what, that sun, though, as long as we keep that sun out, we may be in really good shape this afternoon as they'll start to double up. There you see what will be the front row. Logan Bradford and Tyler Price, Jared Delk and David Kay. There's the first 4 cars. Top 4 will make their way into the main event this afternoon. Everybody else, their 34th annual Ice Bowl weekend will come to an end early here on this Saturday, and it should be, as the field continues to filter out, I would think we should get the 1 to go. We'll see those those beautiful wheeling engineer caution lights will be extinguished, and next time we will get ready to rock and roll on Championship Saturday here at the Talladega Short Track. So it looks like track personnel are moving those O'Reilly Auto Parts barrels to indicate where our official start zone will be. And, of course, that start zone for the series presented by our friends at VP Racing Fuels. It is almost go time. Talladega Short Track, are you ready on a Saturday afternoon to get the Ice Bowl underway? So it looks like over the race communication, race control, the drivers are indicating possibly some moisture up on the top down here in turn number 2. Definitely want to make sure we got that sealed away. I think maybe possibly some of that moisture may be coming from that dirt that's up against the outside wall. They're going to make sure at least we can get that top side running really good because we want those drivers to be able to go up there. Of course, there's your perfect look for folks watching at home on Kurt Racing USA TV. The newly installed turns 1 and 2 wall. And I tell you what, it has definitely changed the way drivers attack turns 1 and 2. When that top side is on, it is very fast if you can time it right, especially take that momentum off of turn number 2. We've seen some drivers get a really good run off of turn 2, and by the time they get to turn 3, probably could advance their position. There's a perfect shot as you look right straight into turns 1 and 2. Great work this weekend, of course, from all the folks in the trailer. Kurt Racing USA TV crew, Logan Gibson, Richard Graves, Scott McAllister, Josh Bolden, John Horn. I'll give Jesse Potter, I'll give him a half of a shout-out. He was here with us on Thursday, so we'll give him a half of a shout-out as he was here helping us with the folks at Kurt Racing USA TV and all the folks watching at home. Thanks for being with us. B-Main number 1 momentarily going to get underway as we finalize what little bit of track prep is needed to kind of seal things over. Tell you what, dedication is what it takes to try to make one of these dirt tracks go. And as I mentioned, the early hours, it was almost 4 a.m. when they come off of this racetrack this morning trying to make sure everything was sealed up, everything was good, to give these drivers and teams the best opportunity to try to make their way through the field here this afternoon. Field now will start to pair back up. And the wheel and engineering caution lights, I look for them to extinguish this time as race director Chance Smith will let the field know. Right there between those red 2 barrels, that will be the VP Racing Lubricant Smooth and Clean starting box. That is where next time by the 2025 Championship Saturday at the Ice Bowl will be officially green. Logan Bradford, fresh off of a 2024 Kurt Racing USA Late Model Sportsman Tour Championship. He will have Tyler Price to his outside. Jared Delk and David Kay will make up row 2. Cody Courtney and Marty Massey make up row 3. Talladega, the quest to crown a champion begins with Rogers Dabbs Chevrolet B-Main number 1. They're in the VP Racing Lubricant Smooth and Clean starting box. We are green. Bradford will have the advantage in the 1 and 2. Price just trying to hug on Jared Delk. Delk's going to let that happen, and backward goes Price. It's going to open the door as it will be Jared Delk in the second, David Kay third. Lap number 1 will go to Logan Bradford. Marty Massey will claim the transfer spot. Boy, everybody slicing and dicing, trying to find something. Trying to find some grip right now as Delk will have that second spot. There you see David Kay in tow. They're in the transfers right now. Oh, man, and Delk slipped up in the center of 3 and 4, and it opened the door for David Kay. Kay is working the middle of the racetrack to perfection, and Marty Massey might take advantage of Delk as well. Right now, that's 3rd and 4th, so they're both in the show. Cody Courtney's going to be the first one on the outside looking in, but he's starting to kind of put the pressure to Marty Massey. 9 laps to go here in B feature number 1. There you see the 118 at Delk, and we'll flip back. This is your leader, Logan Bradford, right now cruising out. 14.448 was his last lap. Already a 2.217 advantage with a Huntsville, Alabama driver looking to pick up his first career Roger Dabbs, Kurt Racing USA Winter Shootout Series B-Main win. Marty Massey right now clinging to the final transfer spot, but here comes the Knoxville, Tennessee driver. Oh, and Cody Courtney bobbled in the center of 1 and 2. That cost him a prime bit of real estate. Still plenty of laps, 6 to go here in our first B feature. I tell you what, Jared Delk has ran back down David Kay. Delk's got things fixed back up. Of course, there's the 118 machine, picked up that bonus money from Short Track Parts with the best appearing 604 in the pit area this weekend. 5 laps to go, still nothing. You miss. Oh, and Jared Delk bobbled again in 1 and 2, and now Marty Massey took advantage of him. If Delk misses 1 and 2 again, he's going to lose the transfer spot. Here comes Courtney, slams the door, goes up on the fender well, Jared Delk. Cody Courtney will take the transfer spot. When I say take, that's exactly what I meant. Now, Jared Delk's got some issues. The 118 can't quite hold the bottom, and he's going to get passed again as Bobby Jordan will look to the inside. And for Jared Delk, from into the show to out of the show in a hurry, as Cody Courtney will take the final transfer spot. For now, in trouble for Courtney, and around goes. Oh, up and over. Red flag on the racetrack. Red flag on the racetrack down in turns 1 and 2 as up and over went the J8 of Bobby Jordan. Track personnel will head over to check on our driver, make sure he is okay. That was a slow rollover, but nonetheless, up and over he went down off of turn number 2. Hard door-to-door racing for that transfer spot. And the end result was that car going up and over as track officials will try to make sure our driver is okay. So hearing over the receiver that the C11 of Courtney will be called the caution car. He will drop to the tail of the field as he initiated that contact down here in turns 1 and 2, resulted in Jordan going up and over. All right, so just got word over the receiver. He is okay. Driver is okay as the crew will look to flip him back over as we will take a look at your Crate Racing USA TV replay as that kind of unfolded down here in turns 1 and 2. We'll watch it live. There you see Jared Delk. He's in the 118. He'll slip under Marty Massey. Here comes Cody Courtney. That kind of started the festivities for this lap. And then here is the very next lap. You'll see the C11 come through down into turns 1 and 2. He'll look to the inside. Got kind of sideways. Jordan comes in, makes the contact with the C11, and then around he goes when he got on the binders, and then Jared Delk just kind of turned him over from there. It went simply right off the nose of Jared Delk. Nothing Delk could do, nothing Lee Burdett could do. They were kind of innocent bystanders. But when Jordan kind of slowed down when Courtney got sideways, here's a really good look at it as you look into turns 1 and 2. Here comes Courtney, gets sideways at that point. Nothing really Jordan could do, and then the contact off the nose of the 118 will send the Jordan machine upside down, and that is the end result. With those 4 Hoosier tires pointing towards the top side. They do have the J8 flipped back over as track and series officials will help get him out of that race car. Not the way he wanted his 34th annual Ice Bowl weekend to come to a close, sitting there running just outside of a transfer spot, running 5th. And I tell you what, there's a good look at Jared Delk's machine as well. The $100 winner for the best appearing 604 late model, the short track parts. And I tell you what, there might not be a straight piece of sheet metal on that 118. He was the innocent bystander in that mess when Courtney got sideways. The track and series officials will work to get things squared away. We are with 2 laps to go in our first of 2. Rogers Dabbs Chevrolet B-Mains here this afternoon at the Ice Bowl at the Talladega Short Track as we set under the red flag condition. You're watching the Ice Bowl from the Talladega Short Track on Crate Racing USA TV.
Racers are dedicated to winning, and Chevrolet Performance's 3 factory-sealed circle track crate engines can help you get to the checkered flag first. Whether you're a weekend warrior or a touring hero, on dirt or pavement, Chevrolet Performance Circle Track crate engines are engineered to win. Right out of the box.
Need reliable equipment to power your next project? WestPro JCB has you covered. From durable mini excavators to cutting-edge teleskids, we offer solutions that deliver performance and precision. Visit westprojcb.com today and upgrade your fleet with machines you can trust.
Looking to transform your outdoor space? Look no further than Bama Sheds. As a family-owned and operated business, we understand your needs. That's why we offer no credit check, rent-to-own options. Enjoy free delivery and setup within 35 miles of our 4 convenient locations. Whether you need a shed, pole barn, garage, or carport, we've got you covered. Visit our website at bamasheds.com or call 256-268-8484. Bama Sheds, where quality meets affordability and your outdoor dreams become reality.
Welcome back to the Talladega Short Track, where the red flag has been extinguished, and we bring back out the Whittling Engineering caution flag, as unfortunately for Bobby Jordan, his weekend looks like it will come to an end. As here you take a look at your Crate Racing USA TV replay. There's Cody Courtney in the C11. You'll see him going to center of turns 1 and 2, gets sideways at that point, and I think he's going around if Jordan doesn't get in there and kind of tap him just a little. And at that point, Jared Delk, there's nowhere he could go. That car is just simply going to be in the mess either way. And the nose of that 118 just kind of sent Bobby Jordan's J8 up and over for the McCarley, Mississippi driver. His weekend will come to a close. Here's another look at it as the shot looks straight down into turns 1 and 2. And just the fact that where that car hit just right under the door panel and the angle of that nose just kind of just slowly sent the J8 up and over. And his weekend will come to an end. So when I am seeing, I was watching to see where David Kay is headed to. I thought he was heading topside, but it looks like he's going to roll into your camera right there. Down in turns 3 and 4, David Kay right now sitting in what would be the 4th and final transfer spot. Should be up to 3rd when we go back racing, because the C11 of Cody Courtney will be put back to the tail of the field. He will be called with the caution on that one. So Logan Bradford, who has led the way so far, the Huntsville, Alabama driver, planning on possibly trying to chase this Winter Shootout Series championship. I mentioned he needed to have a good weekend here this weekend. The driver behind him, Marty Massey, he's another driver that's going to try to chase the Winter Shootout Series championship. Him and Bradford right now momentarily have themselves in the top 2 spots with what should be 2 laps to go when we get back underway here in our first of 2 B-Mains. So Bradford will be the control car. He will start on the front row by himself. And row number 2 will be Marty Massey and David Kay. This kind of puts David Kay right back into the mix. He was in that 4th transfer spot. And now the final transfer spot should belong unofficially to Tyler Price. So the yellow lights, the Whittling Engineering caution lights go out. We'll work towards the KRC power steering restart zone for the first time today. Bradford, he'll be the fire car. He'll get to that first barrel, and we're underway. 2 laps to go in our first B feature of the afternoon. Bradford will go into the center of turns 1 and 2, and Price looks to the inside of Marty Massey. Here comes Andy Pickelsheimer. Pickelsheimer knows he's on the outside looking in. The Ottawa, Tennessee driver's got to get one more spot to try to get in the show. White flag in the air for the final time, down into turns 1 and 2. Price in the final transfer spot for now, and the yellow flag has come out as Courtney and Joshua Chesney have gotten together down here in turns 1 and 2, and there you see the nose all tore up on the C11 of Cody Courtney. As that happened right at the entrance of turn 1, and Cody Courtney is getting out of the car, and he is not happy. And that is a fellow Tennessee driver out of Maynardville, Tennessee, Joshua Chesney. And they are having some words, and I'm pretty sure they're not extinguishing Christmas cards. So both of those cars, it looks like Cody Courtney's car might have had the worst of that. as he is walking towards the flag stand down the front straightaway. So one lap going to be officially left here in our first of two Rogers Dabbs Chevrolet B-Mains. We'll take a look at your Crate Racing USA TV replay. See how everything unfolded down here in turn number one. You see Courtney's up on the top side of turn four. He'll come down the front straightaway on. Chesney just kind of got loose and couldn't quite get it back straightened out. And that was the end result. Yeah, Chesney got sideways. It looked like coming off of turn four, trying to get it put back together, and nowhere for Cody Courtney to go. And the end result was that both of those cars piled up down in the center of turn number one. And Jared Delp looks like he has brought the 118 back out to the racetrack. There you get a look at the My Race Pass staging lanes just off of turn number four as B feature number two looks like it has assembled. Crate Racing USA locked in 604 late models. If you are locked into the Ice Bowl feature and you want a hot lap session, you will get that chance after this second B main if you're in staging. So if you are locked in to this afternoon's 40-lap Crate Racing USA Dirt Late Model Series 604 feature, if you are locked into the main event and you want a hot lap session, we'll give you that chance after this second B main. So it looks like they're going to have to bring the tow truck out and hook the Cody Courtney C11 machine up and get him off of the racing surface. So while track crews work to get Cody Courtney C11 off the racetrack, we'll step aside. You're watching the 34th Annual Ice Bowl from the Talladega Short Track on Crate Racing USA TV.
Big dreams start with small victories.
Have you thought about what you want to be yet when you grow up? Mm-hmm. What do you want to be? Race car driver.
For over 30 years, we've manufactured high-quality, reliable, American-made parts. Whether you're cutting your first laps in a quarter midget or competing for thousands of dollars on the biggest stage, Joe's Racing Products will be with you every step of the way. We'll be there for you. Visit us online at joesracing.com.
Welcome back to the Talladega Short Track, where we are in Championship Saturday. If you're watching at home on the Crate Racing USA TV, there is a really good look at the KRC Power Steering Restart Zone. And by the way, for the fans here on the front grandstand, yes, if you look down in turn number 4, the little U tire between the two big ones, that is a camera setting right there that'll give us a really good look as they come toward the KRC Power Steering Restart Zone. Green-white checker to finalize the first prelim of the afternoon. Logan Bradford will get down into turns 1 and 2. David K second. Here comes a battle for third. Price looks to the inside of Marty Massey. Andy Picklesheimer trying to race his way in. He'll jump to the outside of Price. Will the outside work for Picklesheimer? It will off turn 4. He takes the fourth and final transfer spot. He might not be done yet. Picklesheimer to the outside of Marty Massey. Massey's going to get the run down the back straightaway. Rogers Dabbs Chevrolet B main number 1's going to go to Logan Bradford. Second's going to go to David Kay. Third, on the other hand, at the stripe, it will be Tyler Price grabbing the fourth and final transfer spot, putting Picklesheimer on the outside looking in. Marty Massey will go in as well. Race fans, there's a look at your winner of Rogers Dabbs Chevrolet B main number 1 out of Huntsville, Alabama. The Ingram-powered Rocket XR1 Bradford Hauling LLC, Chase Motorsports Coach and Trailer, AAA Locksmith 67, the Rocket City Kid, Logan Bradford. So Bradford punches his ticket into the show, and he will take David K, Tyler Price, and Marty Massey with him. Here is B feature number 2. On the front row in the C66 out of Summertown, Tennessee, it'll be Donald Johns. 'Tis outside of Alabaster, Alabama, the only driver that came into the weekend knowing he had a spot in the show from winning the Ice Bowl lock-in race a few months back. It'll be Diesel Jones in the 46. Row number 2 out of Pell City, Alabama, the 14 of Victor Turner Jr. and Colton Herbert out of Locust Grove, Georgia, will start 4th. Row 3 out of Ethel, Louisiana, it'll be Luke Bennett. And Matthew Smith out of Gray, Kentucky in the 7 will roll off outside 6. Jake Rainey and Jody Knowles make up row 4. Steve Kirk and James Gilmore make up row 5. Todd Brewster, Holden Allen, row 6. And Ray Ciccarelli and Todd McKellar make up row number 7. And Jason Lively set to roll off shotgun on the field. 1 to go being given. Next time by, we will kick it off in the VP Racing Lubricant Smooth and Clean starting box right there in the restart zone. So the final 4 spots into the 34th annual Ice Bowl feature will be decided in the next 12 laps. Top 4 cars make their way in. Who will it be? Can Donald Johns hang on to the top spot? Can Diesel Jones stay in a more higher position than starting tail of the field? We find out 12 laps. We're underway. Diesel Jones, Colton Herbert bobbled. Boy, that just stacked up everything back from third on back. Victor Turner going to look to the inside, trying to make the inside work. Now it's Jody Knowles. He's on the outside looking in. And now a fight for the lead goes into 1 and 2. Diesel Jones got just a tad bit loose, and he'll have to try to reel back in the leader. Top 4 have went single file, now make it the top 6. Still a fight for the lead. Off of turn number 4, it will be Donald Jones. He will lead lap number 2. Donald Johns will split it up. There is Jody Knowles. He's in the 4th and final transfer spot as he got around Victor Turner. Turner's got his hands full with 3 of Luke Bennett. On your left, that's your leader, Donald Johns in the C66 out in front. Diesel Jones in second. On the right side, that's the transfer spot. Jody Knowles has it for now. Coming to 8 laps to go this time by. Everybody just kind of feeling out, especially in the middle of the racetrack down here in turns 1 and 2. Middle to bottom, kind of where everybody's at right now. If you're Victor Turner, started 3rd, and right now he's on the outside looking in, hanging on to that 5th spot. As they continue to filter around the Talladega short track. Now Turner gets a really good grip off of turns 1 and 2, and he looks to the inside of Jody Knowles. This is for the 4th and final transfer spot into this afternoon's main event. 26 career National Tour starts for Jody Knowles. Still hasn't been able to get to victory lane with the series, but he would like to at least give himself a shot at the Ice Bowl this afternoon as we hit now 5 laps to go. Donald Johns still continuing to show the way. He's opened up a 1.297 advantage over Diesel Jones right now. And if you're Jones, just simply get things fine-tuned for this afternoon's main event. He knows he's in the show. Take care of all 4 corners. That's got to be the key for that 46 machine. And now it looks like, for the most part, Jody Knowles is kind of pulled away from Victor Turner. As there you see your leader. 3 laps to go here in our final prelim for the Rogers Dabbs Performance Parts Crit Racing USA Winter Shootout Series 604 late models. Tell you what, eye test says that Diesel Jones maybe trying to reel him back in. It's under a second. It's .838, so evidently whatever Diesel's been able to figure out over the last couple laps, he's starting to cut the gap down to the leader, but we'll come to the white flag with 1 lap to go. Donald Johns out of Summertown, Tennessee, coming in here to this final prelim. B-main number 2, he will hold off Diesel Jones. He will take the checkered flag, winning. Rogers Dapp Chevrolet B-main number 2. Diesel Jones is in. Colton Herbert will take the 4th transfer spot, and Jody Knowles will hang on to the final lock-in spot, coming from the 8th starting spot up to 4th, and that will give B-main number 2 to the driver out of Summertown, Tennessee. Donald Johns will lock himself into the 40-lap, 4,000 to win main event. All right, race fans, that will do it for our live look-in. If you're watching on the Facebook and the YouTube channel, get over to Crate Racing USA TV. That is Crate Racing USA TV. Get your subscription. Watch the rest of the afternoon. Come back and join us as we have a ton of racing still to go to crown our Ice Bowl champions. So as those B-mains will step aside, we will bring the cars out to the racetrack that have locked themselves into the big show. 16 of them. Don't know if we'll see all 16 of them come out and give a test run, but there are 16 of them that are locked into the show, including the now most recent 2024 Crate Racing USA Dirt Late Model Series champion. That is Jimmy Thomas. Fastest qualifier yesterday, won his heat race. He'll start on the pole this afternoon of that 40-lap feature. Of course, next weekend, race fans, we will be crowning those champions as we have our 2024 Crate Racing USA Awards banquet at the beautiful Dollywood's Heartsong Lodge and Resort. Now, listen up. If you're in attendance, promoters, track owners, we are going to have a free Taste of RPM Promoters Workshop coming up next Friday. It'll happen in Pigeon Forge, Tennessee at the Dollywood's Heartsong Lodge and Resort. It is free. It'll start at 8 a.m. We're going to have some great folks there. It's presented by My Race Pass and Speed Sport TV, and it is absolutely free to those promoters, track owners. If you are interested in many different, very vital, important details when it comes to the motorsports world, that is the place to be. You can get more information. Go to CrateRacingUSA.com. That's CrateRacingUSA.com. And we invite you to join us next Friday as we have that Taste of RPM Promoters Workshop presented by My Race Pass and Speed Sport TV. That happens next Friday morning. So there you see the 86. That is a 2-time Crate Racing USA National Tour champ, or actually the 2020 Crate Racing USA Series champion out of Hawkinsville, Georgia. That will be Will Harrington. Will Harrington going to start from what should be the 15th starting spot today. Finished 4th in heat race number 1. 3 career Winter Shootout Series wins to his credit. As it looks like, I think we see one more 604 late model at the bottom of the hill. I thought that this may be the only cars we have come out to test the racetrack. It looks like there is one more sitting at the bottom of the hill. There you see the 121. That'll be Blake Kraft. Yesterday afternoon, he picked up a heat race win. Won heat race number 3. The Livonia, Georgia driver. There's the 71 of Cody Haskins. 2022 Sonoma Track champion. He would be searching for his first Winter Shootout Series win for him this afternoon. There's the 14 of Kate Brookshire out of Coveted, Georgia. Runner-up in heat race number 2 yesterday to Tucker Anderson in the 14 car. And there you see Chase Giddens. He's one of the youngsters that's planning to give the Winter Shootout Series a run. What a run he had yesterday. Put himself in the show, finished 4th in heat race number 2. And just like that, we will wrap up this hot lap session for the cars that are locked in to the main event. And I will step aside as we get ready to bring on those bad, fast, non-fendered Crate Racing USA Modified Sportsmen for their B-mains. And to do that, I will turn it back over to Late Model Mark as we have those B-mains coming up. You're watching the Ice Bowl right here from the Talladega Short Track on Crate Racing USA TV.
Well, thank you very much, Dr. Cody. Yes, we're going to move into the open wheelers, the Crate Racing USA Open Wheel Modifieds. They're going to have a couple of B mains and then a locked-in